This is your daily market recap for Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your live daily recap for Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. Let's get into it. Again, start in the Discord room. If you're not a member yet, not sure what you're waiting for, the link is in the description below. There'll also be a caption saying this. If you really need help and you actually genuinely want help learning to trade, check it out. First things first, talked about gold. Should have been buying the dip. Seasonally, we rip into the March, sometimes even April, May. Looks good. I've warned people that the action from last week was a trap. You'll see it more when we get into the charts. Looks like our alert on Bitcoin at 39,000 looking pretty good. Again, it didn't get down to exactly 39,000, but close enough for government work. If you're looking at the levels, you see there's support, you see there's resistance. You zoom into the daily or the hourly, or this is the 2 hour, I apologize. And we said what? This is a monster tell. This little guy, where is the arrow? When you see volume at the lows and you see price action like this says a lot. I mean, people just, yeah, let's get a big arrow, really show it. That's the shit you're looking for, and I apologize for swearing, but that's what you're looking for. So Bitcoin looks good. I would have a stop at your entry. Just make it so you literally can't lose. So if that's how you're trading, I mean, that's just, man, it's just so easy. TLT, what did we say? Watch for this bounce in the gap fill at 141s, and we did. Nice little gap up, closed near the highs. Every mortgage broker thinks rates are going higher. Never seen a group of folks be so wrong so much consistently. Again, the biggest point to keep in mind, as long as the bond market is stable, in a range, not going anywhere, the markets will fly, I think. Again, look at the monthly. We're just high and tight. I don't think anything's going on right now, but we'll see. CPI is tomorrow, so keep that on your watch list. 6:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. The dollar, I said it was going to fail at some point. Hit the resistance zone, saw some distribution action, and we broke the 50-day, and we're breaking the channel lows. It's interesting that we close here on this is where we closed. I'm not really sure I trust it. I could see a trap tomorrow with the CPI, but I would be watching. God, my mouse is just, this thing is just driving me nuts. I'd be on the eye for it just in general, because I think you could see a bounce back to the 50-day and then fail. That's all there really is to say. The VIX, man, shorting the UVXY is just so easy and stupid. If you know the levels on the VIX, that matters. Here you go. Here's our little, man, I cannot get anything to hyperlink today. There's your list, you know, keep it in mind. Just be aware of it. It's that simple. So I apologize. My mouse is really getting worse. I just need to get a new one. SPY, what did we talk about yesterday? We said this action was bullish along with green. Not surprised you're back to the 20-day 470 area. Take a little profit. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Would not be surprised if we made higher highs or chop for a while. Again, watch how the money rotates. Some things are not acting as well as materials, commodities, metals. Yeah. Q's, nice little bounce, nice bear trap, look below and fail, got back up. I mean, the volume yesterday told you probably could bounce some. So again, rising into the CPI, I would not be surprised if the first action is down first, then higher. Again, I'm not really trading too much off of the Qs or the SPY. I just think they're going to be side range. Gold, did a video on this. It's literally it's this video right here. Said watch this be a trap, and it was. We've come right back and closed higher. I mean, it's pretty simple. I think the seasonality is going to speak for itself. Silver, again, filled the gap and trapping, going back up. Now we filled this gap. So again, if you see any weakness in the morning, just be aware of it and know that it's probably a bear trap. Again, AG, fill the gap, rising back. I mean, you're going to see this everywhere in this. Oh, I forgot to do GDXJ and GDX. Same thing. KL under the 200-day, filling the gap. Let's get into GDX. I apologize if the order's off. You'll You won't hate me for it, will you? Fill the gap. Nice rise. I mean, you have to watch these signals down here. Open bar, long wick, close back into the body, doji, long wick, close. Yesterday was telling you, I mean, we talked about this in the video. Once you ate all this up and bulls took over, why wouldn't you go higher? If the demand can invalidate these 3 days of down, you're going back higher. It's just that simple. I don't know how people overthink it, but I guess they just want, they watch intraday and they see 10 minutes of a stock going down and they go, oh, must not be happening. Same action, down bar gap, doji, indecision day, and we engulfed everything and ate it back up, going higher. It looks like that's what's going on, folks. I mean, I just would not overthink it. PAAS, same thing, filled the gap, filled this gap too, back higher. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but there's certain sectors that I'm just sticking to that I think are very technical, but also predictable at times. Thanks, Scott, for that fit 20-day alert today. I mean, we all like X for the long term, and look what happened. Hit the 20-day, you bought it. That was a nice little trade this morning. Congratulations, nice scalp. Man, here's another Scott special. It said we've been, watching this thing since 11, and what happened? We said when it broke out of this, it was going higher. I mean, notice relative performance. When you look at the SPY and the Qs, they're like channeling at their range lows coming off the bottom. This thing is making higher highs. That is saying a lot because we're going to get into tech and they're not making higher highs. So you need to see money doesn't just get destroyed. It just rotates. It just moves. This is not leading. Like AMD, if it was leading, would be at 170. Here in the 140s, or 139, Again, leave it alone. I think you've hit the channel high. If you're short, cover on dips and wait for dip pops. I think this thing could go nowhere for a long time. AMD has done this multiple times, and again, I'm not bearish on it long term. I'm just trying to warn people you could be stuck watching the paint dry in some of these tech names. Apple, nice little like retest of this area. I still think it's going higher. I say this every recap. I think it's going to get to the monthly trend line. Then after that, we're going to have talks. We may have to have some serious talks about Apple and what to do for the long run, because if you're not thinking like that, you might get burned pretty hard. MicroStrategy said if Bitcoin's bottom and this is going to go, looks like it's starting to go. Keep it that simple. Roadblocks, this is one we put out a trade alert on. You're welcome if you're paying attention. We said we get into this red zone, you would bounce. There was 10 to 15 points in it. Well, guess what? It got 79. We got up to 89, up to 90 almost today. 90.09. That is a solid 10 points. Nice little trade. Congratulations if you're watching. Again, this thing typically has choppy bottom. So if I'm thinking swing trading, I'm expecting a retest. I just am. I mean, the odds of it just being this, I mean, you have more of this and more of that. And you can see like the repeating pattern. Here's the next pattern. This was the anomaly. I'm going to assume this is what's going on next, but I could be wrong. But if you're down, again, if you can buy it under 80, shit, even down at 77, I think you're looking pretty good. Just keep it simple. Have a stop. Know that you could be wrong. RIVN, tearing out our heart when we got back to basically broke even, made a few points on it. Yeah, I don't know. Just it needs to get back over the IPO price. It could play this game below. Again, because I don't think Tesla's going to be that strong. It's going to start to lag. Again, it could break over the trend line. It could chop. It's just not leading. Again, look at VALE and look at something that's leading. Those are the stocks you want to play for up right now. And materials look like they're going to take... The baton is being passed, but no one's paying attention. But luckily, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen rotations. I know what they look like. I think in time you will see a monster rotation. The first iteration of the rotation is not going to be strong because most people will never believe it until it gets ripping and going. PENN, staying down here, 20 days key. EXPI, where are you, my friend? I told you folks to watch this. Told y'all to watch this area. Look what we did yesterday. Doji below, bear trap, bam. Like Chef Emerald, like literally, bam. There you go. I mean, that's nice. I mean, that is really nice. Engulfing up. Now, again, it could be come back and retest. But, man, if you're buying 26, 27 range, you are happy about today's action. Again, it's tied to the interest rates. I think interest rates are not going higher. Everybody thinks rates are going higher, and everybody is usually wrong. Think about all the times in the past where the media has told you this is what's going to happen, and it's been ultimately wrong. Relate it to a million things, and trading's no different. UTHR, we talked about this low end of range. Would have loved to have seen it get lower, but didn't. Nice pop. We talked if it did pop, it could pop. Well, guess what? It popped 20 points. The next trade is to see if it gets over 215. If not, it could come back. This thing has a wild span because it is a low float stock. That's how they act. All right, let's end it with the oil names again. And I hope people are paying attention to this because we said they've been acting strong. They had volume. Look at this. Break the downtrend. Relative performance. Higher highs. Volume. XOP. ExxonMobil. I mean, this thing is taking all of Tesla's money. Maybe, I don't know. But look at that. Broke the down channel with volume. Again, when you see channel breaks, when you see trend, not necessarily channel, but if you see resistance taken out above, I mean, when you see something break out of a channel, and the channels can be at angles too. Just remember, just think about it. If it breaks out of a price channel or breaks over support resistance with volume, check out traderflorida.net. That's like his bread and butter. I mean, that's literally all he does is he sets his alerts for those, and they work. I mean, I would never argue with what he says on that because it is obvious part of my trading routine too. So again, I hope this helps. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you are not part of the Discord room and have questions, please stop by. Please like, share. Do me a favor, share this with someone who you think might need some help. Maybe I can point them in the direction. If you go to back to the Discord room, someone was asking for a question about covered calls, and I was like, hey, we got the educational video, read about it. There's tons of this stuff. You have the back to basics. They are, I think I've done 40 videos on it. I don't know. It's worth finding out or checking out. So I appreciate everybody, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right, and also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.